Hello everyone, this is Peter Miller from the PowerPath GDI team. What I wanted to do was to make a visual representation of how the PowerPath system works so people could have a better understanding of how they're going to fill up their GDI downline. So what happens when people first come into our system is they start at the bottom of a list of people that are going into a rotator. This over here on this side of the board represents that list of people. So when people come into the system, they come in down here at the bottom and they work their way up to the top of a list. Okay? So this here is the top of the list of people, and when they make their way to the top of the list, they get into the rotator here. Okay? And getting up to the top of the list takes about 3 to 6 weeks. As of October 2009, that's about the approximate wait time, or the rate of progress where people are making their way up the list and getting to the top. Okay, so when they get to the top of the list and they get into the rotator, it usually takes about 3 to 4 days to get all of your GDI signups. Sometimes it takes 24 hours, but it seems like in most cases it's about 3 to 4 days. Okay, and the system will assign you 6 GDI signups, and these lines over here represent that. So there's 6 people, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and up top is you. Okay, so you get in the rotator, and you are assigned 6 GDI signups. When these people come into the system, as I said in the beginning, they go down to the bottom of the rotator. Everyone that's new comes in and they go to the bottom of the list. Okay? Now, how we generate our GDI signups is through a collective advertising system where we all promote one affiliate link. And together, all of us advertising, we are able to generate 900,000 hits per month, or that's our goal. Sometimes the traffic exchanges assign us more, sometimes they assign us less hits, but the assigning of the hits is, of course, somewhat in their control. There's other types of advertising that we do together as well. We use safe lists and blogs, PPC, or pay-per-click advertising, e-zine advertising, Facebook, and YouTube, and anything else that we can think of to generate more traffic to our site and the affiliate link that we're all sharing. Okay, as you can see here, I have an arrow pointing to the rotator, and in the arrow it says GDI, which means that the GDI signups come from our collective advertising, and they go into the rotator and they are provided to the person that is in the rotator at that time. Now, an important thing to understand with the system is that everyone that comes in gets 6 GDI signups. And that's basically where it ends. Everyone that comes under you, okay, they all get 6 as well. So that's kind of how it works. Everyone that comes in gets 6. And we, after your first 6 go through, they get into the rotator, as I said, and then they get their 6. And it just kind of goes around like that. So everyone that comes in gets 6. Everyone that comes in starts at the bottom of the rotator and works their way up. And it's kind of like a non-stop collective advertising system. So while you're waiting to get your first 6, you're participating in the advertising. After you get your first 6, you're participating in the advertising. You never stop participating in the advertising, even when it's not directly benefiting yourself. And that's kind of how it works. It's kind of like a huge co-op. So when when it's your turn, people are helping you get your signups. So I think that's basically all I wanted to say about this diagram here. I hope it was somewhat easy to understand. Again, I'll go over the basic points. So it's about 3 to 6 weeks to start from the bottom of the rotator and make your way to the top. Okay, when you get into the rotator, it's about 3 to 4 days to get your 6 GDI signups. Those 6 signups go to the bottom of the rotator, okay? And then they work their way up until they can get in. And as I said, We all participate in the collective advertising for the entire time. So when you're directly benefiting from it and when you're not directly benefiting from it. Okay? Thanks for listening.